The Grand Army of the Republic, easily one of the fiercest fighting forces in all of the Star Wars universe. The clone troopers that make up these armies are tough as nails and can compete against any Star Wars army. But how will they do against the World War II armies of Earth? Yo, what's going on, gamers? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, and today I am back with some more totally accurate battle simulator. And today we're going to be doing a Star Wars battle versus every World War II army. So today we're going to be starting off with the Commonwealth over here. So we have British soldiers in the middle, Australian Anzacs on the left, mate. And then we've got ourselves some forces from India on the right as well. And in addition to that, we have some artillery back here for them, some Piat troopers, and some more SMG units from the Commonwealth. And over here for the clone trooper army, we've got clone troopers, ARC troopers, bark speeders, saber tanks, and we're going to be switching up the legions for every battle that we fight against the different earthen battles. So it should be really cool. I'm excited about this video, and I hope you guys are too. If you guys want to see more tabs, be sure to hit the like button. Let's try and get 700 likes in the first 24 hours if possible. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're shooting for 350k by the end of 2021, and I can taste it. I think we're gonna hit it. And be sure to comment if you have any good ideas for me. Either way, let's get into it here. Alright, gamers, let's get into it here. The Commonwealth versus the Clone Trooper Army. Let's check out what goes down here. Fun fact, there's actually still two Commonwealths in the United States. There's the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So technically, there's only 48 states, and two of them are Commonwealths, which is, I guess, an interesting fun fact. If you think so too, I don't know. Either way, the clone troopers seem to be getting run over by their own saber tank quite a bit here, which is not very helpful. Additionally, the Piats that the Commonwealth soldiers are wielding are blowing up a lot of the clone trooper bark speeders pretty sky high. Meanwhile, the Commonwealth really has not taken many substantial losses in the slightest. I think I might have underestimated how powerful the World War II units were compared to the clone trooper units, because in the first battle here, the clone troopers get absolutely wiped. So I think there's just a difference in terms of just the power of the different mods, maybe. So I think for the next battle, I'm gonna add a lot more clone troopers to make it a little bit more even. But either way, the boys from Australia, India, and British governor, they did manage to get the dubski here, and I won't take that away from them. They were absolute champs. So rip potato chip for the clones, and GG to the Brits here. Alright, for our next battle, we have the 501st Legion here with Captain Rex, Anakin Skywalker, and Ahsoka Tano with 1 ATTE and 2 AV cannons here, and a whole bunch of 501st troopers to boot, versus the good old US of A here. The US Army is going in. They have, of course, some Thompson troopers, shotgunners, flamethrowers, M1 Grand soldiers. They've got a T-66 back here, along with 2 artillery pieces for themselves. Some Rangers on the left side over here in the Brambles. It should be an all-out battle here between the 501st and the clones. I did give the Republic a few extra troopers this time, because I think they are just generally weaker than the World War II units in tabs. So let's get it going here, boys, and see what ends up going down. Either way, just blaster fire coming from all different directions. Many 501st troopers getting hit really early on and dropping, but the center lines do seem to be holding out a little bit better here. AV cannons are firing out now, but they only hit one trooper at a time. That's not very helpful. This one did do a little bit better, though, which is nice to see. Here comes Ahsoka moving forward. I don't know what happened to Rex and Anakin. Is that Rex? No, that's not Rex. Where'd Rex go? I hope Rex isn't dead already. That would be kind of tragic. There's Anakin right there. Maybe the hero units for the Republic will be able to do something and make a change in the tide of war here. Right now, it does seem like the 501st is again losing to the U.S. Army. The U.S. Army managing to do quite a bit here and taking minimal losses the entire time. Why are US soldiers so much more powerful than Space Marines? It just don't make sense, dude. Also, Ahsoka is dead down middle there. Anakin is also dead. Even the hero units for the Republic are kind of bad. The AV cannons flying through the air, dead. ATTE tank is the only thing remaining, and it goes down too. Oh my god, we're gonna have to step up the Republic, dude, because they are getting destroyed. Barely any US troopers died during that. What? The Star Wars armies are so much worse than the historical armies. It's shocking, really. It is shocking. Alrighty then. Why don't we go ahead and get another one going here? Yikes. This time around, the Grand Army of the Republic is bringing the pain with Phase 2, 212th Attack Battalion soldiers with Commander Cody and Obi-Wan Kenobster, baby. My favorite Legion, my favorite clone, and my favorite Jedi going up against the Wehrmacht here. Yes, the Third Reich is entering into the battlefield with the German army here. They've got STG-44 troopers, MP-40 stormtroopers. They've got some Panzerfausts, some snipers, some Volksgrenadier, Adolf himself, as well as some artillery and a Nebelwerfer in the very back here, yeah. Now, the Germans are outnumbered about 3-1 this time. The clones also bringing saber tanks, bark speeders, and ATTEs. So, also little squads of ARC troopers as well. So we're bringing the pain with the clone army this time around, praying that we somehow manage to get a dubski here. Either way, the MP-40 stormtroopers, they have dodge ability. Okay, well, that guy didn't dodge that one. No siree, Bob. And there we go, the saber tanks striking out with some of their action there, and an artillery strike coming in actually multiple directions. Who is that from? Oh, that might be from the clone trooper officers. Oh, I didn't know they had the ability to do artillery strikes. That's actually kind of nutty. I'm looking for one of the clone officers, but they might have all exploded actually. Oh my god, it is getting laggy here on the battlefield right now. Clone troopers all pressuring on board. Oh, there's one of the clone officers right there with the DC-17, though he does end up going down. The Wehrmacht still standing fairly tall. They have lost a solid number of troopers at this juncture in the battle, but they've still got their Volksgrenadier and Adolf, who also can call in artillery strikes. He hasn't yet, but he definitely can, so as he gets closer, maybe he will. Oh! Did an MP-40 trooper just fall through the ground there? I think that might have just happened. Oh, more artillery striking some of the Wehrmacht here. Despite the clones outnumbering the Germans here, 3-1, we're still not seeing that great of results from the clone trooper army, and I'm still not sure if they're gonna actually win this thing. There's Commander Cody right there. He actually looks really good in tabs. I don't mind his look in tabs. Some of the troopers in this do look awfully derpy, but Cody actually looks kind of sick. I'm not even gonna lie, boy. I ain't even gonna lie, Chief. More artillery strikes coming in. Oh, Commander Cody might be launching a few of those too, actually. And they are striking up against a lot of the Germans there, and they do manage to get the dubski in the end. They lost an ATTE over here. They still have their saber tanks and one ATTE. Lost a number of bark speeders and lost a number of Phase 2 clone troopers and ARC troopers and clone officers and many, many more things. But they still managed to get the dubski, and that's all that matters. It just took a lot, dude. It just took a lot. All right, let's get another battle going here, boys. In the cold tundra, Commander Bakara and his Galactic Marines, along with Ki Adi Mundi, 3 AV cannons, and 2 saber tanks, line up against the Soviet Red Army here. We have Soviet Red Army soldiers in the front, some machine gunners, some shock troopers, some Soviet Marines over here, a radio op, and then of course Joseph Stalin, who has the largest head I have ever seen. Historically accurate, of course. And then we've got 2 artillery pieces here. Whew, it's gonna be a doozy. Let's just get right on into it here. Let's go and see if the clones can defeat the Soviet Union. Saber tanks taking early shots at some shock troopers there and actually managing to do some damage to them. I'm not sure if they actually killed any, but they did do some damage. Some artillery coming out. That's probably from Commander Bakara right there. But Joseph Stalin is spawning in an artillery strike right here. And the Galactic Marines, despite being a more beefy unit than a standard clone trooper, are going down pretty quick here. Ki Mundi just sort of derping around the back, not really managing to do all that much, and the AV cannons are doing horribly. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. We went from a triumphant victory to another devastating loss for the clone trooper army. I guess I didn't give them enough units. I really thought the tank power would make up for that. They did get a number of Soviet kills, but not that many. In the grand scheme of things, I really thought they'd do a little bit better, but no, Joseph Stalin really rocked the house right there. Yikes, dude. For the final battle of the day, we have Commander Gree, Barris Ofi, and Luminara Unduli here with Senate Guards, 41st Elite Corps troopers, and 41st Elite Corps troopers in their Kashyyyk armor, including Smallhead right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Against the Japanese Empire, we have kamikaze units, we have riflemen, we have Type 99 submachine gunners, we have machine gunners, we have assault troopers, and then finally snipers in the way back there. So this time around, I made sure the Japanese units did not outnumber the clones, and it's going to be infantry only this time around, which will be a little bit more interesting. So let's go ahead and see if maybe this time around the clones can get a dubski by once again outnumbering the Japanese units. I mean, already the clones are losing way more troopers than the Japanese, but them outnumbering them might help. Oh, the kamikaze units don't even get close to the clone troopers right there, which is brutal, 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 brutal. But here come the assault troopers yucking their grenades out, but they don't really get them very far until they themselves get gunned down by the clone troopers. Now, I do apologize for this video because, as you can tell, it is very hard to balance these two teams, like World War II versus Star Wars, because the mods are just built so differently. I mean, it's literally impossible for me to go ahead and balance these out properly without giving one side like the advantage of numbers or one side the advantage of powerful troopers. So it can be extremely difficult, and I do apologize that a lot of these battles weren't very even. Even still, with the clone troopers managing to win, they take extreme losses in doing so. Why don't we run this just one more time and give the Japanese a few more troopers, just because I feel like it'd be more interesting if we give it another try and see what they could do with just a little bit more. I feel like maybe they'd be up to the task of fighting these clones with just like 10 more troopers. Maybe not. Maybe I'm way off. Actually, maybe I'm not way off. Yeah, like 10 troopers is literally making the difference for the Japanese Empire here. Big time. The clones might actually lose this thing here because of this. Well, you can go by whichever battle you like. If you like the idea of the clone troopers winning here, or if you like the idea of the Japanese soldiers winning here, take your pick. But that just goes to show how powerful 10, maybe not even 10, I don't even know how many people I put down, but you know, well, we can actually check a number of Japanese units does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11 soldiers makes the entire difference in this battle. That's crazy. That is crazy. Either way, guys, that's going to be about it for me today. I hope you did enjoy this video. Be sure to hit that like button if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. And comment down below if you'd like to see more stuff like this. But either way, I will see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content. And hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.